Hi there, ladies and gents. So today I wanted to discuss my second productivity experiment in which I spent an entire week in my office. The point of this experiment was that I often have a hard time staying asleep all night. And I'll sometimes decide to get out of bed around 3 or 4 in the morning and just start working when I'm unable to quickly fall back asleep, or I've woken up multiple times and just not feeling like I'm going to be able to fall back asleep, or even when I wake up and I feel super alert even though it's literally 2 a.m. and I've gotten about 3 or 4 hours of sleep, but I feel like it's morning. I'll just get out of bed and I will start working. So I decided that oftentimes these early morning hours are one of my most productive times. And what if I was able to expand that? So my hypothesis was that by removing the normal constraint of bedtime hours and having a close proximity to my work computer when I wake up at night, that it would encourage me to get up and work more often, and that in turn would result in me being more productive. So decided, let's test that. So how did I set this up? So the plan was that I would stay in my office for an entire week, and I would only leave for essentials. The essentials would include, obviously using the restroom, taking showers, and eating. Other than that, I have a couch in my office. I'm sitting in it right now, and I would sleep on the couch, and I would rise, I would go over to my desk, and I would start working because the computer would be right there, I'd be right here, and that was the idea. So how did this play out? What are the results? Well, I did find that I had more waking hours. Part of that, though, was not the design of the experiment. Part of that was my sleeping environment. I've never slept at night on this couch. I have taken naps in the middle of the day and fallen asleep quite quickly at those times. But when it came to trying to actually sleep on it at night, it was totally different. And I believe that's because I am used to going up to the master bedroom and sleeping on the bed at night, whereas I'm used to sleeping on this for a short period, usually just 25 minutes during the day. So that was the first thing I noticed. And part of the lack of sleep might have been because of more light coming in through the blinds than upstairs. Upstairs, we've got blackout curtains. Down here, I don't have blackout curtains. And then I noticed that I did have a little bit less energy, and this obviously was because of having a little bit less sleep. My sleep was just a little bit more sporadic through the night. I woke up more, but I never had that feeling, except towards the end of the week, that I want to get up and start working. Usually, I just wanted to sleep. And I noticed that I actually slept past my usual hour when I would get up 3 out of the 5 days that I conducted this experiment. 2 days I woke up earlier. So it turned out to be a double-edged sword in that I did technically have more waking hours, but was I more productive during those waking hours? Honestly, I don't think so. The volume of my work did not increase significantly, and had I been more arrested and had the same number of hours, I would have completed more work and it would have been of higher quality. So this led me to conclude that basically no increase in productivity. If anything, a slight decrease, because the amount of work and quality of work for a same or similar amount of time during this period, during this experiment, really decreased, even though overall it increased, but not significantly. And as I mentioned, I spent approximately the same amount of time working. I only gained probably 2 to 4 hours of total work. And that was because, not because I was able to actually get up earlier due to the proximity of my computer. That did not pan out. But what happened was I found myself being able to work later. Each of the nights that I worked in my office, I worked about an hour to an hour and a half longer, except for the final night when I worked my standard sort of work day. So would I recommend this to you? I probably wouldn't, not unless you are used to sleeping for a long period in your office. It's been shown that napping is a great way to increase energy. And if you have a couch or something in your office, I would recommend that a better way to increase productivity is when you feel that you're lagging towards the end of the day, maybe 2 or even 3 days a week, that you take a quick nap, a 25-minute nap to re-energize. And that is probably going to do a lot more for you than sleeping in your office and staying in your office. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found this informative. And if you have any ideas that you would like me to investigate or like me to do a video on, just let me know in the comments. If you have any comments or questions about this video, about my experiment, just go ahead and leave a comment below. I try to look at and respond to all of my comments. And as always, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to see more content. Hit the thumbs up button to help the YouTube algorithm so more people will be able to see my videos. And I hope you have a wonderful and productive day. Take care.